There a chance for rain today.
Yeah.
A lot of us are going to see some rain. So we're going to talk about that because we do have some rain even now on the board. As you wake up at 5:16 here, seeing a little bit of rain, especially along and south of I-40 is really the bulk of it here. Even in Knox County, we're starting to see a little bit of an uptick of that lightning. So Athens to Madisonville, Tellico Plains, really just south of Madisonville, seeing a bit of a stronger storm there. Just south of the Loudoun area along I-75, seeing a little bit of a stronger storm as well. So if you are traveling along I-40, along 75, definitely take it slow there. Just south of Knoxville, this is Knoxville right here. It's really pretty much right north of Alcoa, Maryville, so right in between Maryville and Knoxville is seeing a pretty strong storm as well, seeing a little more lightning on that as well. Just some drizzle to light rain in Sevier County, as you can see a few drops of rain on our Gatlinburg sky camera there. Temperatures really all across the 60s, from 61 in Kingston and Barberville, 60 in Sneedville, 64 in Gatlinburg, and 65 in Knoxville and Maryville. We're slowly starting to see a little bit of an uptick of that moisture as well. Still, a lot of us north of I-40 in that comfortable area in that green, but starting to see some yellow and even some oranges south of the Athens areas. We have a pretty strong southwesterly wind today. It will be a little bit breezy, bringing in more of that moisture ahead of a front. Today we'll top off pretty similar to what we saw yesterday in the low to mid 80s for many of us along and south of I-40, north of I-40 in the upper 70s, 77 in Jamestown, Oneida, 79 in Barberville and Maynardville. It's time out that rain. A lot of what we see right now is going to fizzle out over the next couple of hours and continue to move on out of our area by about mid-morning, we'll say, and then by late morning and then early afternoon, most of us are dry, even a bit of sun. But you notice what happens as we head into closer to mid-afternoon, a few more storms starting to pop up. We don't all see it, but what does start to pop up could be a little bit on the stronger side between about 2, 3, 4, going into 6, 7 o'clock this evening, and then we'll eventually start to fizzle out shortly after the sun goes down, and really even a lot of those clouds clear out for a pretty decent overnight. But we do have that level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk. It's not very widespread. We're not talking about tornadoes, not talking about large hail, but we're talking about some 40, 50, up to even 60 mile an hour wind gusts. It has to be 58 miles and above to be considered severe. So I don't think we'll see very widespread severe weather, but as those storms start to collapse, I think we could see some pretty hefty wind gusts with those. Tonight we'll be waking up for your Friday, very similar to what we're waking up to right now, low to mid 60s, about 64 in Knoxville, as low as 58 in the Crossville area. But tomorrow, even though this is a cold front, we'll actually warm up about 10 degrees tomorrow, closer to 90 degrees, one of the hottest days we've seen. That's because that front doesn't really push through all the way, and we'll have that strong southwesterly wind tomorrow. And with the clouds today, we don't get to 90, but tomorrow we won't really have the clouds around. So we're talking about upper 80s to near 90 degrees, very toasty, but it will be dry. So for our Friday Frenzy game, Alcoa at Gibbs, it is dry, mostly clear, just a little bit on the hot side. So mostly clear tomorrow. A few clouds will build with a very, very slim chance of a spotty shower. But notice what happens north and west of here, Knoxville specifically. By late Friday evening until overnight hours, those rain chances start to go back up going into your Saturday. So Saturday we'll wake up in the mid to upper 60s and then warm up into the low to mid 80s with even some 70s where that rain-cooled air kind of keeps those temperatures more in check north and west of the Knoxville area. Tennessee home opener looks like it could be a little bit wet, especially to start. We'll deal with at least a few scattered showers and storms, low to mid 80s. So temperatures look good. It's just those rain chances. I want to keep an eye on that over the next couple of days. But that next cold front does actually push through, meaning we dry out. It's a lot more comfortable and we're much cooler after we get through these days of kind of wet days, hot days for your Friday, and then a cooler, drier day Sunday and Monday, Stan.
Outside at your morning